Hey, what's up y'all? Chris Young from Chris Young Cooking here, and today we're gonna do a quick tip about knife skills. You know that sharp knives are safer than dull knives? What? Yes. So, we're gonna talk about how to hold a knife, how to cut. We're gonna talk about safety, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, let's go grab some knives. All right, when you hold a knife, you never wanna walk around like this. Can you imagine walking around like, whoa, I've almost been stabbed a few times. When carrying a knife, you wanna hold it down like this, walking around. When giving somebody the knife, passing them the knife, hand it to them by handle. All right? All right, uh-oh, he's got a knife. And he knows how to hold it. Oh, there we go, go boom. Nice, nice, all right. Doing stupid things like throwing them and catching them, it's dumb, don't do it. If you ever drop a knife, just let it drop. Do not try to catch it. Any ideas why? Any ideas why? Ah ha ha ha. Okay, so to get started, first you're gonna need a moist towel. You're gonna put the towel down like this. Then you're gonna take your cutting board, and so it doesn't move. Very important. You don't wanna be cutting around while this thing's moving all over the place. All right? We're gonna start with the French knife or the chef's knife. This is, there's two ways to hold it. You can hold it like this, or you can kind of choke up on it, as you golfers will understand that. All right, so I like this way, a little more control, and pop, 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 pop. More or less you're gonna go up and down with this, and this hand will be your guide, right? Obviously you wanna avoid your fingers, okay? You know that your favorite Italian movie when they're like this, right? Well, basically that's what you wanna do, but more like this, all right? You want to cut, keep your thumb out of the way, and pop, 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 just like that, okay? That's how we're gonna do it. We're going to move on to one of my favorite knives. This is a Sanduko. This is my favorite. I love this thing. This knife was actually my first knife. I got it like 20 years ago. It's a bamboo right-handed knife, and it's Damascus steel. It's got these little air pockets, so when you're cutting, it kind of releases and it's easier just to cut. Let's talk about how to sharpen your knife in a pinch. It's kind of, maybe you don't know, maybe you're scared to ruin your knife. It's very easy. There's a couple things. One thing is you want to keep the angle right. It's about 20 degrees, all right? There's something called a steel. Basically what that does is it doesn't sharpen, but on a microscopic level, your blade is like this, and that brings it back in line. To sharpen in a pinch, maybe you don't have all these professional cooking stuff. Get a ceramic plate. This is in your home, you don't know what to do. And you take your knife, and at a 20-degree angle, you can sharpen it just like that. If it's already, wow. Little hack for you, kitchen hack, on the bottom of a ceramic plate. Doesn't work on plastic, but ceramic, kind of fun, kind of cool, much sharper. Always better to work with a sharp knife. All right, the boning knife. This one's, see that, how cool that is? This helps you, you know those meat with the bones, and you wanna get in there and you wanna pull that silver skin off, that white fatty looking stuff that sticks to the beef. This you can, really works well for fish and beef, chicken, kinda just getting in there, having fun. This is the boning knife. This is kind of my go-to knife. This is, I use it for to chop vegetables. Let me show you a couple things. We're gonna talk about a couple cuts. First, we're gonna do a Julienne. First, wash it, cut the tips off. Now, you don't want it to roll around because that could be dangerous. So I'm just gonna give it a little pop that way. See that? It's not as bad as this, right? See that? All right. So now I'm gonna do a Julienne. To do a Julienne, all right, we're going to take these and we're going to cut it just like that. All right, you see how my fingers here, thumb in the back, right? So now we have our Julienne. Okay, so from here, you can do what's called a Bruniore, right? 1/8 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch. It's one of the most annoying, difficult things to do, all right? See that? Boom. That's a Bruniore, that's a Julienne, and let's go on over, let's move to a chiffonade. All right, Well, let's do chiffonade. Say it with me, chiffonade. It's fun, right? Chiffonade. Okay, we're gonna take the basil leaves. You can do spinach, you can do anything, any leafy thing. We're gonna take it, we're gonna stack them on top of each other. Super easy, right? Anybody can do this. And then roll it up. All right, and we'll just take it. Boom, chiffonade, yeah? Easy, easy, you can do this at home. You probably are like, well, what about the ta-ta-ta-ta like I see on TV? Practice, practice, practice. Just keep practicing. A sharp knife is your friend. This knife, actually, I've had this for 20 years. This was one of my first knives. I was a young, I thought I knew it all. I was in culinary school. Now I realize 20 years later how much I still don't know. But anyway, so this guy that I was working with needed some money for a habit that he had. And I was able to buy this at a very inexpensive price. This is, and I love this brand. It's called Shun, S-H-U-N, Japanese, right-handed, bamboo handle. It's just nice, I like it. Later on in life, I got this one. This is another one. The set is like super expensive, but if you buy individuals, it's pretty affordable. If you can't get the set, I highly recommend it. It's super cool. So this is Shun. It's got this is used and worn, but maybe you can see that little mark there. But I love it. You can just see it. It has so much character and so much art going into this. A lot of love. There's also some really good economical knives. As this is my trade, I prefer, I have two pretty expensive knives that I use all the time. I do have some other ones as well, but these two, they're a little bit on the higher end. And not everybody is interested in putting money into those knives. Let me recommend this. This is like about 12 bucks. It's a Cuisinart brand. It's nice, it's balanced, it's just a good all-purpose knife. So if you don't want to invest the money in something on the $100 plus or 80 to 100 bucks, you don't want to invest, cool. These are 12, 15 bucks, Amazon, something like that, and they're good for everything. We've picked out some of the best knives for you on Amazon. Just check below. This is Chris from Chris Young Cooking, and like us, follow us, tag us, and check out the link below. Talk to you soon.